Hello, people. Apologies for what happened. StreamYard just crashed for some reason. But anyway, we're going to continue the conversation. Guys, I need your help in the chat. We need the likes to go up as quickly as possible because the stream crashed. So we were talking about Saka and we were talking. I wanted to apologize to the people that sent super chats. StreamYard crashed, so your super chats are in the old stream. If you put in the comment again, you can read them out. Read them out. You can.
I can read them out. Come on, man. Listen, it's Footy George Olu. This is why I'm Footy George Olu. So first of all, big up Winter Surfer. I think you already read this. He said Forza Juve and Cucurella is king, you fraud. No, Winter Surfer, you're the fraud. How dare you? How dare you bring that fraud's name into the stream? Secondly, was Red Line of Taranga. He says, big up Mo, like and subscribe. Come on, everyone. You got to like and subscribe. And he's put another one in. Back. Don't forget to smash the likes.
Yeah, Red Line and Taranga is always here for the support. Don't forget to smash the likes. Let's get to 100 likes. We got 100 people back. People are going to tune in. We're building the stream again.
Hey, come on. Let me keep cooking. Let me keep cooking. So then we got John James. I like that. 2 first names. Actually, I don't trust you. You got 2 first names. That's not right. Anyways, his super chat. He says, Forza McTominay Mo, and big up my bro.
Now, big up John James, man.
Yeah, exactly.
Big up John. Thank you, everybody.
Big up McTominay. Big up McTominay. And finally, the guy with the coolest name right now on YouTube, Luke Skywalker. He says, hit up the likes, people, and big up Eclipse and Flossie. I don't know who Eclipse and Flossie are, but big yourselves up.
Flawless and maybe Eclipse. I don't know. But let's see.
There you go.
We're talking about the Neto and Saka thing. God, this conversation is going well. But anyway. Well, actually, let me actually bring back the conversation to who would you rather play against? A direct winger or a winger like Bukayo Saka? Which one would you rather play against? That is the reality.
Direct winger.
Which is Pedro Neto.
Yeah.
You mean it's easier to play against a direct winger?
Yeah, because you know what he's going to do.
They have different abilities. You're completely disregarding that. You're only just taking in the flashy eyes, taking him on step over, run, like cross. You're not taking in the fact that Saka will put his arm there. You will not get hold of the ball if he puts his arm there, and he will touch the ball. He will roll you. He will go inside and he'll play it to someone else, or he'll put it to the back stick because his delivery is levels above Neto's. Yeah, his delivery into the box is a different quality. Like, this is not. They're 2 whole different ball games here. It's just what you'd rather. I don't know. It's still ideally neither.
Let me answer that as well, Dylan. So this idea that also Saka Saka will take you out on the outside, and we've seen him cross with his right foot quite a bit already. And also the other things that he actually scores with his right foot, and he's got that sort of near post roof of the net. And yeah, he scores with his right foot. And the thing about it is this, right? If you just look at total output in terms of the careers, right? I think someone said in the old stream, like, Neto's only scored, 12 goals in his career? And what Saka's scored in his career so far, the number of assists is provided as well. I mean, at this point, we're talking night and day in terms of output. So would you rather play a player who's likely to actually get output against you? He might score, he might get an assist, or a guy who...
The question wasn't about who has better stats. The question is, who would you rather play against? Again,
yes,
you guys are talking about different things.
I asked you a question. Would you rather play against someone who, yes, might run you down the touchline, but might not contribute in the game, or someone who's actually dangerous enough to either get an assist or a goal because his career? Like that, so what are we saying? His goals and assists over the past couple of seasons don't...
His goals and assists have literally masked his average performances this whole season. That's what it is.
You can say that, but then
that's the truth about Saka. Yeah, like, he's not a shit player, yeah, but he's not the player you guys think he is, innit? He can do things at a decent level, decent cross on him, okay dribbler, decent strike on him. Everything about him, yeah, he does that at a decent level. There's nothing exceptional about his game. And
really
I don't even want to make it about Palmer, yeah, but like when you watch other wingers, the likes of Yamal, the likes of Vinny's, yeah, the likes of your Rodrigo's, yeah, you can see what qualities they possess without looking at the stats. You can tell that they're
what qualities does Rodrigo possess, man?
How many goals has Cole Palmer scored at Chelsea?
Dylan, I think your mic is not connected.
Just off the top of my head, how many goals has he scored at Chelsea, Cole Palmer now?
Oh God!
In a season and a half. How many?
I
don't know how many.
In all competitions or in the Premier League?
Oh, is it about over 30?
I think it's over 40.
It's over 40. Okay. Saka's got
Pretty
62
sure.
in 241 games. Like, seriously.
He's actually got 32.
I'm pretty sure. So.
He's got 32 goals actually.
You don't even have to use the output thing, by
That's
the way.
quite scary. Like, that's quite scary
can
what
just
Cole
watch them,
Palmer's
innit?
done already.
You can just watch
Yeah, but
them.
wait. Well, now we're
He's got
shifting
more of
to
an X
Palmer.
factor. Saka has no X factor.
Wait, shifting to Cole Palmer.
Right,
We
Cole
can
Palmer
start-
has- Cole Palmer has 32 goals.
What about Rodrigo?
Maybe I was thinking over 40. Maybe I was thinking goals and
30.
assists. So, yeah.
32,
He's got 32
over
goals.
52
He's only-
goals and assists.
He's only been
Oh,
here
basically,
a year and a bit.
So basically, he beats him in being a better footballer and the output. Why are we comparing them?
There's no comparison, I don't think, on those two.
Are we having a conversation? Wait, stop. Let's focus here, guys. We're having this conversation about, as a winger, who would you rather play against, Neto or Saka?
I would rather play against Saka because I think.
Okay, let me ask you a question.
And
we just shifted to
No,
Palmer's
forget Palmer.
output.
Forget Palmer. We already know.
Yeah,
We
Palmer,
already
yeah,
know.
forget Palmer. He's
We already
on a
know.
different
There's like no point even talking about it. Like anyway, who's faster between Neto and
Neto's
Saka?
faster. Neto's
Who's-
faster.
Okay, who's a better dribbler?
Saka with the ball, yes.
Yeah, Saka, 100%.
I believe
better
Saka.
Okay,
Better,
who's more-
with the dribbling is not about flicks and tricks, but who has more ball control between
Okay, who's
Neto
more
and
skillful?
Saka?
Who's more
Saka.
skillful?
Saka.
Who's more
I think
skillful?
Saka as well. Neto's
Is
not
more
skillful.
skillful than Neto.
Yes.
Neto's not skillful, yeah.
He's kick and run.
Neto's
Okay, the
petrol.
word Ziad, the word skillful means ball control, right? I believe Saka has better first touch, receives the ball better, can protect the ball better than Neto with the back to the goal, right?
Of course.
Can turn a defender better. The difference between Neto and Saka, if Saka, and that's being objective, if Saka receives the ball under pressure with the back to the goal, I would trust Saka more to put the ball under control and make things happen than Pedro Neto. That's just from watching both guys. Pedro Neto need to receive the ball facing the defender, and he can take the defender on a run. Yes, that's a big thing. I like wingers like this, like Doku and Savinho, because they can just basically, once they receive the ball, they can make things happen. The reality is Saka, in a team that has more ball position, not playing in transition, is a better player. I would rather, if my team plays more ball position, I would rather have a Saka on the line than Neto. Why? Because I trust Saka in more intricate spaces, in more small spaces, with pressure on him to receive the ball and make things happen than Pedro Neto. I have not seen Pedro Neto yet. The reality is, we have all seen Pedro Neto play at Wolves. Wolves is not a position-based team.
Yeah.
Neto is more of a transition footballer, needs spaces to work. We have not seen Neto yet play in a position-based Maresca Chelsea, where there's no spaces for you to run. You don't have the line, right, to protect you. You know what I mean? Like what he does. You don't have 40 yards to take the defender on a run. But we have seen Saka do it when Arsenal.
We saw against Arsenal.
In Arsenal,
saw against Arsenal game. How many times was he one-on-one with Ben White? Or when he went onto the right hand side.
That's what I mean. The difference is
when he went up against Timber, it was not the same thing.
No.
He literally scored when he went over to that side.
Yes, he was given space. That's the problem. The problem was that the space was given to him and he shot. But when he came to dribbling past Timber, he did not take on Timber once because he couldn't.
He passed the ball back, and it was really frustrating because he's got the ability to take a man on. Like, he's got the ability to do it. Like,
I don't think you understand my point, Ziad. Arsenal had more position than Chelsea, so that means by definition Neto has more space. When Neto received the ball, he was facing the pitch. Saka, most of the time when he receives the ball, he's facing his own goal, and he had number one. It's a two-step process for Saka.
That's how he plays. That's how he
Arsenal
plays.
plays. It's probably not how Saka plays. It's probably how Arsenal
Okay, but that's how his team plays. He's every time he collects the ball.
So let me tell you the difference. When Saka received the ball against Liverpool in spaces and ran behind Robertson, he cooked him. Didn't he? He cooked him, right? He literally cooked him because there is space.
He not make them on the move.
Yeah, because he was facing the pitch. There was space to run, right? Normally, teams play against Saka. He has no space. He has no space to turn. He needs to do two steps process for him to be able to face the pitch, which is what Kukurea did against him. Kukurea didn't give him a chance to turn. But once Saka got the ball, once Saka gets the ball under control, I think he's a deadly winger, in my opinion. That's the problem. There's not a lot of teams that give Saka the space that teams give Neto the space, right? Am I wrong to put that into... This is what happens. The reality is, like Salah, for example, give Salah the ball in tight spaces. He will make things happen. He will do the 1-2s. He will do the small passes between him and the winger, between him and the forward, and make things happen. We haven't seen Pedro Neto do this yet. Yet you can say Pedro Neto cooked Ben White. Yes, because Ben White was an idiot. He was an idiot. Ben White literally gave Pedro Neto the space to receive the ball and face him. Actually, in reality, in football, and if you ask any coach, they tell their fullbacks, if you are facing your winger one-on-one and him facing the goal, you already failed because your winger turned and faced you already. That's not how football works. They ask the defenders to not let the winger turn, to force the winger back, which is what Timber did in the second half against Neto. But Ben White let Neto do this to him. And that is a mistake from Ben White. Kukurea didn't do that with Saka. Saka couldn't turn.
And Neto only did it once.
I hope I explained it to the people about why Neto had joy in the game and Saka didn't. Saka didn't. And by the way, even though Saka didn't have the spaces, Saka turned Kukurea a couple of times inside the pitch. He dribbled him and Neto inside. And that almost resulted in Martinelli on the left wing have space because everyone from the Chelsea left side was on Saka. Also, Lavia went on Saka to cover, and that created space for the other players. That's what people don't understand. Maybe
and that's
Saka
what the
doesn't.
Arsenal fan just said as well. That's what Saka does.
But to be objective,
yeah,
about it.
That's Saka's game. That's Saka's game. He's going to get tripled up on because he is a higher quality footballer than Neto, and
he's
you
just
know, if you give
predictable.
Saka the
He's a
space,
predictable player.
he will produce higher quality and product than Neto will. So you can afford to give Neto that space. You can't with Saka. So he will also lacking pace, but having far more footballing intelligence than Neto. Saka will get the ball, and yeah, like you said, he will roll you, and it's a whole different game. This whole, I'd rather play against Neto. Well, yeah.
People think that Saka's predictable is ridiculous. If he is predictable, why were people marking him one-on-one? Why the whole game, I never see Saka receive the ball in spaces? Arne Slot made a mistake by giving Saka the space. And Robertson thought I bet I can recover against Saka. And we all know what happened. Literally, Robertson thought that I'm going to recover. Robertson thought exactly like what the people say. Oh, Saka's predictable. I can catch up. No, you couldn't. You got nutmegged and made as a fool on the pitch. It's exactly what happened, right? That's exactly what happened.
And also, you basically see that no manager wants to leave their defenders one-on-one with Saka. Like they just don't want to. The minute ball goes towards the right hand side, you literally can watch how quickly the midfield drops back to remove the angles. This is why I always say Ben White is the most important player for Arsenal on that side because of the overlapping runs he makes that creates space. And once that space is created, and if you put Saka one-on-one with any defender, it's a very, very long day for them.
No, it's not. It's not a long day.
It is a long day for them.
I saw Mendes him as well at PSG. I saw him.
You really think, Ahmed, that people can stop Saka that easy?
110%.
Ahmed, mate, if Saka only had to play against Cucurella, yeah, he would receive the ball, say, "Stay there, you little man." Hold him.
I saw Anthony
roll him, and he will drive inside because he's more powerful. He is quicker. He just chooses not to to run. He's quicker. He's more powerful. He's more intelligent. He's stronger. Like he's got everything over him. He can literally get the ball, say, "Stay there."
You're talking about
wait. Not just that. Sorry,
you alone.
Physical attribute, Ahmed, is part of a footballer's build.
He's not.
That is something that you use.
Yeah, but
Kyle Walker is not a shit fullback because he's quick. That he used that to his strength. Saka using his strength is a good thing. It's not a bad thing. You're making it as it's a bad thing. It's ridiculous.
Because top players will always get man marked. We've seen Alexis Sanchez get marked. We've seen Hazard get marked. We've seen Morris get marked. They create something out of nothing, despite the occasion. And despite Saka doesn't do it at that level. No, he doesn't.
I do have to say though, Saka does ghost in games. Like,
Alexis Sanchez a lot. Is what
you really think that Saka goes ghosting in games?
Where was he against?
He scored that goal against Liverpool, and he did nothing else in the game. Like literally nothing else in the game.
Listen, that is fair. Listen, I can agree. There are times in the games where Saka literally, I think he spends more time defending than does attacking, and there's a lot of times where we don't make the best out of
the situation. He's the star man, though. He's the star boy. Like he should be producing more. Like I can agree.
No, I can agree with that, but I'll still say this. No, wait, bro, wait. But you will never see a manager in world football, I think, who'll say, we're just going to leave Saka one-on-one with our left back. They would never, I don't think they'll do that. And going back to Cucurella, we've even seen And listen, Poch tax. I understand from Chelsea fans how they felt, but last season, Poch literally let Cucurella go 1-on-1 with Saka last season at the Emirates, and you saw what happened to Cucurella. He was absolutely getting cooked left, right, and centre that game. Don't get me wrong, the team was not the full strength Chelsea team, but you saw a situation where Poch decided, all right, I'm just going to let the right hand side, let Cucurella deal with Saka on 1-on-1. It was not a happy day for him, right? So we have seen what can happen if you do that.
I've seen Anthony cook Cucurella. So what is this? I've seen Anthony cook Cucurella many times. Are we going to say that Anthony?
Sorry, no, I don't get this whole dynamic.
What are Saka's numbers like? What are Saka's numbers like against the top teams?
Comments on all of these players,
against
like their team runs the place. I don't understand this dynamic. Like, do we at any point mention the fact, you know what? Oh my god, I don't get this. Oh.
So, bro,
what are Saka's numbers against the top?
Dylan, is that your first time doing a YouTube show like this?
I've just remembered who he supports. I've remembered he doesn't even support Chelsea. He's just sat down here with his shit little team, just giving it all.
Nah, so Saka's
my shit team is 4 points behind you in your best season.
There you go. You're 4 points behind us, and look how bad.
In our worst error, by the way, you conceded the same amount of goals as us, by the way, but you have the best back line. What happened?
Okay, Saka has scored against all the top.
You have the best centre back partnership, and you conceded the same amount of goals as the worst.
This is called Rivals Rumble, by the way.
Just to let you know. Explain that to me, by the way. How can my team be so shit and concede the same amount of goals as the best two centre back partnership and the best back line in Arsenal? Explain that to me, by the way. Right, one, it's either there's two reasons, by the way. One is that your team is overrated, or two, they're not as good as you think that they are.
Have you played Man City yet?
What are you talking about?
Have you played Man City yet?
Bro, Dylan.
No, we've not played against Man City. Why are we talking about Man City?
So when you play Man City, you'll go and hold 5.
Yeah, we played Man City.
We played Liverpool. Yes.
You celebrated a draw. My team won an FA Cup.
There's levels to this. Yeah. We played proper teams. We played actual good teams. Clean sheets.
Yeah, we celebrated a draw, by the way.
We've down to 10 men.
Had many clean sheets. I'm sorry.
We've been down to 10 men. We've been down to 10 men in 3 different games. We played games against Liverpool, who you lost 3-0 at home to, by the way, conceding 3 goals at home. We lost. We drew with them 2-2.
We actually beat them, and we
back line that finished the game. Kiwior, Skelly. Did Gabriel even finish? I don't even think Gabriel. I can't even remember. But Ben White, I can't even remember that back line. Like there's level. We played proper teams, clean sheet.
You've got nothing to show for it. That's the thing. You've got nothing to show.
Do you mean
we've
got nothing to show for it? We're above you.
How are you nothing?
Trying to take any kind of high ground. He's going to bring up the cup from. He's going to bring up the cup from last season now.
Arteta's whole reign at Arsenal will be remembered as the nearly guy. There's no such thing as that's it. That's what he's going to be remembered for. You think he's going to be remembered for anything else? Brendan Rodgers has won FA Cups for Leicester. Do you think he's going to get gassed up? Come on now. Well, what's going on?
You're big man, and you're big. You're Man United Football Club. Yeah, you consider yourselves a bigger club than us, right?
No, I don't think we're. But it's factually we are bigger.
There you go. Yeah, right. Okay. Yeah, Man United are a bigger football club than Arsenal. So how are you sitting here?
Biggest club in England.
Calling us the nearly team? Well, you've
not won a Premier League in 2. You've not won a Premier League in
almost. Man United Football Club. That's your standard. You haven't won a Premier League in over 10 years.
My standard is that I actually called out Ten Hag, and I won. My club won 2 trophies, and I still wanted him gone, and I was still dissatisfied.
Because you had -5 points.
This is not Man United level. Man United.
There's a difference in. There's a difference.
That's why you're a bigger club than us, because you've got
the problem with Arsenal fans here. The problem with Arsenal fans here is that they are a big club by name, but the way their fan base behaves, you'd think they support Stoke.
Yeah, I'd agree on large part. I'd agree on a large percent.
No, but the thing is,
you're sitting here trying to tell me about this. You're a big Man United Football Club. You're bigger than us because you win Premier League and Champions League. You haven't done either of the above in the last 10 years.
Have you seen that comment?
Nearly club.
Have you seen that comment? That is a great
We've literally been
Which one? Tell me which one I bring.
The one about Saka and Cucurella in the Euros.
What is that?
Oh, because in the Euros.
That's a great comment. Sorry.
Listen, it's funny. I just find this. What I find funny about it is that little Saka, who's like the most humble, most polite.
Little Saka, let's not victimize him, by the way. Don't victimize him.
I'm not victimizing him.
Don't victimize him.
Just saying
that. Like baby Saka. Let's not victimize him. He's a big guy. He's a big boy now.
Look,
he's a big boy. He's played in the Premier League for 6 seasons.
Can I talk? Can I talk, please?
That's not baby Saka, by the way. He's a big boy.
No. Olo, just what? Ahmed, what did he say?
He's trying to baby Saka, by the way. Poor Saka.
I'm not.
I don't know that. Oh, poor millionaire that's getting paid so much here, and we're holding him to a standard here. Oh, poor him, by the way. Let's get the violins out. Let's get the violins out, by the way.
Say that. Anyways, the point I'm trying to make, by the way,
The point he's trying to make is that a 22-year-old has got you all on
22,
strings. That's the only point
Really,
he's
not
trying to
really. You're the one that's talking about Palmer. But I
He's
didn't
not-
mention Palmer. You're talking about Saka. Where was he against Inter? You played Mo, by the way. You played Mo's team, Inter, by the way. Big game. What did you do? What did your big players do in that game? Nothing. You played the
We
worst
should have
Inter
beat-
team.
I
You
went
came
back and
across
watched
the
that.
worst
We should have
Bayern
beat
Munich
you.
team. You've came across the
Oh,
worst
no.
Bayern Munich team, yeah. This
Should
is
have
what
beat
happens
you.
with Arsenal, yeah. You came across the worst Bayern Munich team, you shut yourselves. You
So
came
did
across
you.
Inter,
You
you shut
lost
yourselves.
4-3.
You came across,
there.
yeah.
What
Last
are you doing
season,
here?
you shut yourselves in the big moments. The season before
What
that,
did
you
you?
shut yourselves.
You
And this
didn't
season,
even
you
make it
shut
to the big
yourselves.
moments. You didn't even make
So-
it to the big moments. What are we doing here? You did
Bro,
not make it
like
to
I
the
said,
big
yeah,
moments.
your
They
club
finished
there will always
bottom
be
of the group
like
to
I said,
Copenhagen.
simply what Everett said.
They
Netflix,
finished with
or
minus
Netflix.
3 goal difference last
You're
season.
always
You know what I've
waiting
noticed?
for the
Don't
You know
argue
what
with him.
I've noticed? You know what I've
Don't
noticed? And
argue with him.
this applies to
Minus
life as well,
3.
yeah? This applies to
He's-
life, right?
Bro, Dylan,
Hate-
Dylan, stop.
Hate
Dylan,
doesn't
Dylan.
come from below. Hate doesn't come from above, sorry. It doesn't come from
Dylan.
above. Because I don't hear Man City fans on my case constantly because they're out going and doing business. While Man United are sitting here like bums.
You're
Chelsea,
talking for City.
bums. For 2 years,
I know you're
2
your
years of
rivals.
being
Other,
absolute
other
losers.
judge,
Dylan.
We've
other
won more
judge.
trophies than you,
I
by the
want to
way.
hear what you got to say, mate.
It's
Other
still
judge,
below.
I want to hear what you got to say. Go on.
I was just gonna say, listen, Ahmed's really happy right now, and I said the last show I was with him, like he's on zero goal difference. This is the first time in a long time he's actually seen his team close to being
And
positive
my
goal
team's been
difference.
more successful
And
than you.
You know what?
Are you not?
I'm gonna actually ask the question that everyone wants to ask, but let me do the super chats
Are
first.
you not upset? Oh, go on.
Hey,
Let me-
TK,
let me-
or Mr. Happy, I am.
Yo, I need
am
a background like that. Look at that Liverpool background. I need that, man. I got my 2 UCLs behind me, bro. That's the best
Okay,
background ever.
Kim, guys, there's about 450 of you here,
Yeah,
guys.
wow,
We're not even on 100
Oh,
likes. We need to get to 200, 300 likes. Guys, the like button is underneath the chat. Thank you, big line. John, Mo, did you say someone said Amorim is Sir Alex Ferguson? Give me their details. Just go on Twitter, John, seriously, and type Amorim and Sir Alex. There is an article about fans already saying he is the one to bring us past Sir Alex era. Literally that.
They're an embarrassing.
Bro,
football
I
club.
saw it
Embarrassing
today. It
establishment.
popped on my timeline, John, multiple times. Multiple times, John. Today, he is the one. He is our new Sir Alex Ferguson. And it brings me to the point that I'm going to ask after the super chat, John. But John, go just and ask. Fellaini describing Saka like every United player.
And they're still stuck in phase 25, by the way. So, like I said, you can cuss my team, yeah, but you have to deliver in it. At the end of the day, you've been here for about 20 years now, and you've not won a Champions League in 2 decades. You've not won a Premier League since 2002 or something.
We've actually never won a We've never won a Champions
Never
League.
won
Never won the Champions League.
Let me correct you.
Exactly. That's even more embarrassing, yeah. So, like I said, my players, yeah. We'll talk about my players later on. We'll talk about my players later
Yeah,
on.
we will. Yeah, we will. Trust me.
Abdi has actually put the link. He actually put the link
For
from
what?
that person, bro. It's right. There is, bro. I saw it pop on my timeline about 6-7 times today, and the likes and the comments of Man United fans.
That's wild.
It was wild, bro. It was wild, John. Literally, it was wild today on my
but that's just
timeline.
clickbaiting, innit? They're either clickbaiting or they're just waffling in it. So,
Well,
Do you know what the problem is? Do you know what the problem, Ahmed, is? Is that the big accounts tweet that, and the people that follow these big accounts, they believe it. They build their hopes on it. You know that, Ahmed. You know that people believe things like this.
Yeah, that's why I cook my fan base. That guy, he needs to get banned for just chatting rubbish anyway, I'm telling you. Like,
you know who I'm talking about. They literally posted it, and everyone quoted it. Yes, we are there. We're coming back. People don't believe that bigger accounts tweet stuff, and just people believe it. And Mr. Happy said, Neto is slightly above average winger, been in the league 5 years and done nothing, nowhere near Saka's level. Ziad.
That's true. It's true for the past.
Really?
But it's the truth. It's the truth. I believe
Slightly
you
above
got
average winger. Really? Slightly above average. Come on, respect. Have some bit of respect, man.
No, he's quality player.
He's a good winger.
Been there
He's
for
a good
like
winger.
5 years and done nothing. All right, mate. Let's see what Saka would have done if he played for fucking Wolves. Have some respect, man.
He's a
Above
good
average
winger.
winger.
No, but
Come on,
wait. It's
What's your
actually
issue,
a
bro?
really-
Why you always have to back Saka, bro? You're telling me saying
Saka,
that Neto's a
Forget
slightly
Saka
above
thing.
average winger.
Forget the Saka thing. I'm saying if we talk about it logically, Neto hasn't actually achieved anything yet within.
What's
Premier
Saka
League. It's-
achieved?
Can I ask
Doesn't
you
matter.
guys
Why does it have to
genuine
be-
question? Let me
Yeah,
ask a genuine
Jesus
question about
Christ.
this. If Arsenal forked the money and got Pedro Neto, would they have been in this place today?
No.
Yes.
I think he'd probably be.
listen, for Neto, yeah,
Neto is 10 times the player Martinelli is.
If Neto was at Arsenal and he's the left winger for Arsenal this
They'd
season,
have
would
broken.
Arsenal be like this today? Yes or no?
Because the problem is systematic. It's the way we're playing football right now. And the fact that we've had so many also issues during games that we've not accounted for. It's nothing to do with just one player playing on left wing, and that changes everything. Neto is not Ronaldinho that is going to come in and transform a team like he did with Barcelona. He's a functional winger, but our issue this year has been a functional issue. We've played slower, and actually against Chelsea was the first time in a while, and actually against Inter Milan in the second half, where we actually moved the ball a lot quicker. So it's got nothing to do with just one player.
But wasn't Saka injured for a while?
What's that?
Saka was injured for a while, no?
It's got nothing to do with Saka. Like, it's
No,
got,
I'm saying if Saka was injured for a while, then Neto would have played. You know,
I will say something about Neto.
Maybe win
though.
a couple more games.
Like if Neto wasn't so injury prone and he hadn't been so injury prone for Wolves, I genuinely believe he would have gone to a big team. They would have made the transfer. Like they definitely would have made the transfer because he's got all the attributes to be an absolute superstar. But it's just he's injured a lot.
As of now, we didn't. It's not like we bought.
Let me actually. This show was never gonna be about Saka and Neto. Saka ruins our fullbacks every game. Palmer hasn't even scored against us. Let the eye test merchants waffle more. Saka is way better.
Thank you very much. That is the best way I could have put it. That is the best way.
Well, I mean, let's not sit and lie. If we did a poll,
One
second, Mo. If you do a poll right now, if you do a poll right now in the live chat and you put Palmer or Saka, Palmer's winning. So
cool.
Hold on.
It's true.
Genuinely speaking, I'm gonna ask all is kind of biased. If you have a choice tomorrow, okay, no, I'm gonna ask Matt. If you have a choice tomorrow, your squad is complete. And you have one free choice to take to your team. Would you take? And don't tell me because you have Salah. Imagine you don't have Salah. Would you take a Cole Palmer or a Bukayo Saka in your team?
Oh, I knew you were going to say Cole Palmer.
I'm not going to ask Neto. Neto's not on the level of Saka. We know that.
I'm going to say Palmer because he's got more creativity.
Mo, you know what? Mo, you know what? What have I called?
Why is he laughing though? Why is he laughing? You have to debunk it, by the way.
What have I called?
He's also younger as well, by the way.
No, Mo, what have I called Palmer? And you've shamed me a many times for me saying it over and over again.
You would take Cole Palmer over Saka?
What have I called Palmer? What have I called him? The English Perlo.
The English Perlo. You would think Cole Palmer is more useful to a team than Bukayo Saka?
I think that I think that Palmer's X factor is greater than Saka's X factor. I believe that.
What the F?
Saka has no.
What do you mean? But no, I believe that. Don't get me. So I can happily say that
every metric of the game, Palmer excels more than Saka.
Palmer's not a winger. Palmer's not a winger, but Palmer can play on the wing.
And I'll debunk it.
No, forget the winger, guys. It's not about the winger. It's about exactly what Olu said is right. It's not right. Is the argument? Does Cole Palmer have more of an X factor than Bukayo Saka? Let me give you an example. Does Cole Palmer have more of an X factor than Foden? Yes.
Yeah.
Does Saka has more of a, in my opinion, does Saka has more of an X factor than Foden? In my opinion, yes. Right? That's my opinion. Does Cole Palmer have more of an X factor than Bukayo Saka? You know what the problem with this argument is? Is that this season Cole Palmer has not stepped up in big games. But Saka has played before in big games and has stepped up. We have seen it before. Maybe not this season. Maybe not this season.
Liverpool literally last week.
Liverpool. Yeah.
Okay.
So that is the argument against Cole Palmer. There is an argument. Can I talk now? Can I talk? There is an argument against Cole Palmer. Is that Bukayo Saka? Dylan, just give me a second. The argument is Bukayo Saka has played under more pressure than Cole Palmer. That's not Cole Palmer's fault. Okay, that's not Cole Palmer's fault because he just came to the picture last season. Bukayo Saka has been with Arsenal for multiple seasons. That is not against Cole Palmer. We just haven't seen it yet.
We've seen Palmer can play under pressure. We've seen he achieves under pressure. The guy came on the pitch in the final, scored the goal. In the semi-final, he scored the goal. He took the first.
But Saka has been England's best player in this Euros.
Yeah. He came on off the bench and took their first penalty.
The biggest two
Is
moments.
Is that not performing or
the
being
biggest
cut under
moments for
pressure?
England came from Palmer, bro. He scored in the Euros
100%.
final,
They did.
and he
Euro
assisted
final,
Watkins.
semi-final. He took their first penalty.
Ziad, who did we play when Watkins scored the goal? Did Palmer not assist?
Don't say we. Don't ever say we again in your life.
Listen, respect man. Respect. Listen. Big up
Don't say
England.
ever we again.
I
was praying. Anyway,
the Watkins one. The Watkins one where he scored the 2-1. Yeah, Palmer is the one that created that goal. He also scored
against Holland, I think.
He also scored the goal in the Euros final. The thing is with Palmer, yeah. If the way
penalty as well, don't forget, he was the first one stepped up to take the penalty.
And his season last season, that was his first ever season in the Premier League.
Second.
Palmer can't do it under pressure.
What he did.
Second season.
I can't even say the word. Anomaly, yeah. That's the word, yeah. So
it was his first full season.
It was his first full season, and
he said full season. He said season, so I just corrected him.
It was his first season playing proper football. That's not a lie.
I'm just nitpicking. That's all.
Yeah, exactly.
Bro,
like coming on and playing 25 seconds. What the hell?
I don't know how you can. I don't know how you can look at the game, yeah, and you put GA to the side, and you watch Palmer play for 90 minutes, and you watch Saka for 90 minutes. I don't know how you can tell me with your two eyes yet that God gave us yet that Saka has more X factor than Palmer.
I will say, yeah, okay. Cole Palmer had an incredible season in a shit Chelsea team under a manager that was trying to get the best out of them. Okay, he scored 32 goals in 58 games. Cole Palmer, and for me, I think he's pound for pound a better player. He's 4 years younger.
Pound for pound, mate. Saka was free.
No, you know what I mean.
No.
But I'm not talking about the money. I'm talking about
Palmer was basically free. Right? 30 million don't count.
How many seasons has Saka been in the league?
Did you see that? Did you see that pass that he did in not the last game, but the game before?
Odegaard did the same thing.
You ain't seen Saka do that ever.
Odegaard did the same thing.
Saka wouldn't be there. He wouldn't be there.
Talking about Odegaard.
He can't do it. That's why he can't be there. He can't do that.
The main one was Mo's rubbish. Mo's rubbish that I heard from last season. We haven't seen Palmer do it under pressure. We've seen Saka do it under pressure. Well, that's been debunked straight away. Straight away debunked.
In every pressurized moment, Saka
has Palmer's never done well under pressure.
There's a Saka 26.
Wait, let me ask a question. Has Palmer had to? Because listen, you're right about the England game. He came on and did this thing, but he wasn't actually carrying the team.
He came on. The ball happened.
They've never put a.
Like, are you having a laugh?
Wait, bro.
No, but Ziad, ignore them, by the way. This is solid.
It'll be interesting. Listen, wait. It'll be interesting to see if they give the reins to Palmer. How? Because I think it's quality. Like I said, I've called him Perlo English.
You're more likely to win a Premier League title if you build your team around Palmer than Saka.
I think Palmer is a fantastic player, right? But the thing about it is this: like England have never said to Palmer, right, the keys are yours, carry the team. We go where you go, right? We haven't seen that yet, so that's going to be the next step for him. And also, I said this the last time. The thing about Palmer is this right now is when people inflate him to the level that we're inflating him to right now. When he has poor games, don't complain about it, because if people are going to say he's the best player in the league, he's going to be, quote unquote, one of the best players in the world and should be in the Ballon d'Or, then the criticism and the scrutiny that's going to come on his game has to be accepted by Chelsea fans, right? We've seen that with Saka. Everyone says Arsenal fans overrate Saka.
You do.
You can say, yeah, fine, you can say that. But guess what? Also, the scrutiny comes now. The scrutiny now comes with it, because every time Saka has a bad game, you point it out. Yes or no?
Yeah, and rightfully so.
You talk about his limp. You talk about X, Y, and Z, right? And this is a guy who. And so the same thing is not going to happen to Palmer. You have to be, as a Chelsea fan, you have to accept the fact
one said Palmer had a good game against
Bro,
Arsenal.
Are you listening?
No one said that though. No one said that. No one said that. Like I said, this is Palmer's what? Is this his second season now, or first 1.5 season?
Second season.
How many seasons has Saka played in this Premier League? Can someone tell me that?
About 4 or 5 years.
5 seasons, yeah.
Could 5.
And he's not even out. And Palmer's already outscored it in 1 season.
Scored what? Scored what?
Outscored his goal tally already.
What do you mean goal tally? His total goals?
Bro, like
he's about 20 goals.
In his first season, he's already outscored it. Saka's numbers, yeah.
What?
If you actually look at Saka's numbers, because
do you not count?
In one season.
Do you not count? Do you know 1, 2, 3?
In one season, Palmer's done Saka's
He scored more goals in one season, yes, but he has not scored more overall goals than.
I'm not talking about overall. Saka's going to have more overall goals because he's played
That's
longer.
what you said.
No, I didn't. I said he scored more in an individual season.
Chat. What did Ahmed say? Because I don't think he listens to himself.
Oh my god.
He's got a point though. He has got a point. Like if
he scored more goals.
If Cole Palmer played five seasons, he'd have outscored Saka by
a long distance.
And he doesn't even play as an attacking winger. Like he plays as like a midfielder that plays like.
Let me actually. Are we gonna move into the actual argument of the show, or we're not?
Yeah, let's do that.
I like
it. We'll go around in circles.
You know what the argument is? Is Saka better than Palmer? That is the actual argument of the show. EMMC saying Ake, Kukurea, Robinson locks him every time. I'm gonna tell you the reality. Saka is always under the microscope, and the reason is because Arsenal fans like Bukayo Saka. Yeah, that's the reality, and people don't like Arsenal fans. Guys,
the madness that Arsenal fans compare him to Mo Salah is just.
He's not better than Mo Salah. He's not better than Mo Salah.
No. Hold on. He's not in the same floor as Mohamed Salah. He's not in the same building as Mohamed Salah. No. Mohamed Salah is something else. Mohamed Salah is gonna be compared to Henry at the end of this season.
Of course, but I'll say this, and I'll say this.
He already passed Henry in less games and assists. He's almost behind Henry in goals. He won. Henry won 2 league titles with Arsenal. Only Mohamed Salah won 2.
No, 2. You're right. It's 2, not 3.
Mohamed Salah won a Champions League, a Premier League. Sergio Ramos had to injure him. But we're going to see at the end of the season, if Mohamed Salah wins a Premier League and a Champions League this season,
but
there's going to be conversation.
Guess what Salah doesn't have? Vavavoom.
Whatever that means.
Exactly.
He's got
Abdullah, okay, United fans every season. This is our worst season, and we're only X points behind you, but they are never ahead of the teams. That's for you, Ahmed.
We're only this many points.
Dylan, let Ahmed respond.
Oh God.
You know what? You know what it is with what I clocked with Arsenal here is that they love to deflect to other teams here because this is their coping mechanism.
No.
This is their coping mechanism.
That's you. That's what you're doing.
No. This is their coping mechanism, yeah. Last season, my team left with something in its worst era. Your team in its best era left with nothing. There's a difference. So, like I said, yeah, no one's going to be remembered for, we played such good football and we challenged, yeah. Arsenal fans cussed out Tottenham for almost making it. They have to hold their same team accountable. So, like I said, my team will win regardless on how much we're shit. That's it.
And wait. No.
I need to move on to the super chat, please. Palmer has played in 2 finals and scored in both. That's what Ziad presented. Thank you, Zizo. And thank you, Blaze, for the super chat. And thank you, Blaze, for the super chat. Even that Community Shield goal versus Arsenal is first big game ever.
That was cold. That goal was cold.
I
remember that goal. I remember that game.
Whipped it.
Forgot about that.
Super Cup final.
Yeah.
Okay, so the actual talk of the show was
under pressure.
Okay, number 1, let's start by Amorim. Ahmed, I'm gonna ask you something.
No, I did it on purpose.
Everyone is asking. Do you think Amorim can do to Man United the job that Arteta did for Arsenal? Rebuild from zero and make the team a challenging team in 3 seasons. Arteta in his 3rd season made Arsenal go on a run.
I promise you he didn't know who Amorim was 2 months ago.
Listen, he's rattled, by the way. Your manager's trophyless. Carry on.
I promise you he didn't know who Amorim was 2 months ago.
By the way. He asked me a question. Your manager's trophyless.
I promise you he didn't know who I promise
manager's
Listen, let me tell you something, Ahmed. Listen, if anyone's going to do it for your club, it's Amorim. 1 second. If anyone's going to do it for... Bro, I wanted Amorim at Chelsea. I'm not going to cut.
His name is Amorim with an M at the end.
His name is...
Hold on. And also one thing, by the way.
What the hell?
One thing as well, Mo and Dylan, yeah? I understand why you guys hate Amorim. Who knocked you out?
I don't hate Amorim.
No, sorry.
I don't have a clue who he is. I don't hate him. I don't have a clue who he is.
Listen, I got Dylan.
What the fuck? Why F me for, bro? I'm
just talking about Arsenal.
Yeah, I wish he had him at his club, man.
Bro, listen.
He's talking about Arsenal last season.
Go on, Mo. You got rudely interrupted by trophyless players. Go on.
You know,
I got interrupted.
A trophy. Like again, Ahmed, you're doing this thing where you're factually incorrect. He actually does have a trophy. So,
man, no one listen.
Guys, can we stop this? I want to have a good.
Yeah, fuck Saka, man. Listen,
this is Rivals Rumble, but the reality is, Ahmed, you think that Arteta's not good, right? Ahmed, yes?
He's a good coach. No, I think he's a good coach.
So you acknowledge that he did a good job with Arsenal, bringing them from the trenches to a team that we sit and talk about, right? That
he's laid the foundations. He's done a good job. I admit that.
Good job. Okay, great. Do you think
done better?
Amorim, do I think he's going to do that? It depends on.
Mac, hold on.
Go on.
Sorry, before you go on,
you
should have done better.
He spent like 800 million. Like, he's been absolutely back to the hills season after season.
I agree. As an
should have done better. He should be playing better football.
He should have 2 titles by his name. But
let me ask a question. By
the way, that was originally the title of this show. Why are Arsenal? Just give me a second. Why Arsenal have played worse football and concede more goals, even though they have the best partnership in the world?
All right. So let's go
that was actually the topic of this show, guys.
All right.
This is why I have Konate and I have Saliba, because Konate has played better than Saliba this season. But anyway, go ahead, because Amorim was the topic.
I was going to make a point beforehand when you talked about the 800 million, which he has spent. But did other teams spend money at the same time? Or was it just a static league of no one spending?
I'm just saying he's been back
and improving the teams.
What's that got to do with anything, man? What the hell?
So you want Arsenal to spend
800? You want Arsenal to spend 800 million and no one else spent any money? What the hell?
No, I'm saying to you, no, because when people use this money argument, I do the same thing with Chelsea. When people say $1 billion, you're spending money to improve, but because you're improving doesn't mean no one else is improving at the same time. And actually, when you look at his points tally, since he actually built a team, actually you look at it and go, he's accumulated a hell of a lot of points for the amount he's also spent as well. Yes, he didn't win the league, but also there was a juggernaut, which we can all agree is the best team in football in Man City as well. That is true. So yes, don't get me wrong, he has spent a lot of money, right? But again, Man City spent money as well, and he was playing catch up with them. I'm not giving him a blind because last season I thought he was going to win the league. Even the season before that, I thought we were going to win the league, and he should have won the bloody league. And I don't care about excuses about injuries and so on and so forth. But let's not just frame it as, he spent 800 million, he should have won. That's all I'm saying.
That argument actually could potentially get debunked if Liverpool were to win the title. But anyway,
yes,
if Liverpool win the title this year, he can go. Like, honestly, I've said this a million times, right?
Yes, and that would be
God forbid that happens.
Okay, let me be fair. Let me rewind that back. Okay, when Man City went on and did the treble, that was the ideal opportunity for Arsenal to take the next league, because that's exactly what Liverpool did. We completely burnt ourselves out going for the quadruple, and then we didn't perform the season after. You missed a massive opportunity, and he was backed as well heavily in that season, and you didn't win. You didn't win. That was your chance to win. Like, it was there for you to take, because Man City were nowhere near it, and then they just came back and took you by 2 points because you just didn't want it enough. Like,
no, we dropped a game against Villa. We dropped a game against Villa we should never have dropped. And I hate Trossard for not scoring that goal when he was in the middle of the goal and he bottled it basically. But yes, it was one game, changed.
That's all it takes. The title was lost on them 2 games after Christmas when we lost to West Ham at home and then Fulham away 2 days later. That was when the title was lost.
No. It was Villa. No, we were ahead of Villa. We were ahead of Man City. 1 point ahead of Man City. If we had gone clean sweep, which we went 17 out of 18, wherever it was, that was the game we dropped a point. And because we dropped 3 points, we finished 2 points behind. If we had won that game, we would have finished 1 point ahead. And Man City could have done nothing about it.
Okay. Anyway.
Can we talk about Amorim?
Can I put the super chats first?
Yeah.
Because I need to end them.
Yeah.
Danny here is saying, guaranteed none of these geezers have done, I don't know.
Bodo Blint. Come on, guys. Come on. You know Bodo Blint. I thought you guys were football men. Oh, terrible.
Don't know Bodo Glimt. We beat them 3-0 at home in the Europa League and we beat them 1-0 away. Saka goal. Saka scored against Bodo. Has Cole Palmer scored against Bodo Glimt?
Who the hell is Bodo Glimt?
I don't know what the hell is happening here. Next super
he sounds like a shit hero.
What is that, Denny? What is that?
It's a team, Bodo Glimt.
What's that?
Okay, so why am I supposed to know this team? How
dare you for not knowing Bodo? How dare you?
You're the football man. Your footage judge
is that the Europa League? Was that the Europa League or conference? Like, I can't remember which one they were in.
We don't do conference, mate. We don't do conference.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you don't do Europe. Anyway, carry on.
Who said that? Who said that?
Diallo, Saka is only 8 months. Saka's only 8 months older than Saka. Saka's
Palmer.
Than Palmer.
Yeah, I thought he was 26. Sorry. Saka feels like he's been around for eternity.
Mo don't know ball because I don't do.
Mo, they're trying to rattle you, by the way. They're trying to rattle you.
Maybe they can rattle me every day. It's okay. They try every day. I get rattled with some people. There's some people only in the chat that know how to rattle me, and they know themselves, bro.
How do you know Bodo Glimt though? Seriously.
Only 8 months different between the two. Relax, people. Relax. And guys, can I just ask something before I do the next super chat? That Denny, I'm gonna do your next one. Guys, we got about 560 people here.
Come on.
I know we're built the stream again. We need 300 likes on this stream, people. On the stream, 300 likes. Come on now. The like button's underneath your live chat. Come on. Okay. Guaranteed none of these geezers have done Bodo Glimt away. Dylan White, Easton Lane, third best midfielder, biblical stinger, no stings and hooked.
Yeah,
I know this guy. He thinks he's funny.
I said Dylan White.
You just laughed.
It's actually Dylan. It's actually Dylan's name. So I don't know what is your relation with Denny, Dylan. I don't know.
Yeah, we go to games.
What is this?
We go to Arsenal games.
Yeah,
You go to Arsenal games together. Okay, Denny.
We go to Arsenal games together.
Oh my god.
You're a season ticket holder.
No, but I
Dylan.
go to every single game anyway. Not the
You go
Europeans
to
at the
every
minute,
single.
but games.
Okay. All right then. Great.
Couldn't go Milan last week, unfortunately, because of work. But I was at the bridge on the weekend.
You were at the bridge.
Yeah, of course.
Did
I go to
you
every
Korea-
game. I've been to
did you-
every single game. I've been to every single game we've played in England since Luton away last December. No, yeah, December.
Wow. That's dedication, bro. That's dedication.
Did you sit in the home end? Sorry.
No.
Oh, we should have, because that's our second home basically. So
What, the bridge?
yeah, man.
Hey, what? Next
Anyway,
year
we're moving on from that.
Years.
We're moving on from that. Chelsea spent 1.4 billion and are it even better than Forest?
We also sold about 1 billion, so that's something you lot can't do.
Oh, what a comeback!
Well, we spend 1 billion because we sell 1 billion. You lot sell make 800 or spend 800 and make fucking 0. So you're adding 800 every season to a squad that's not achieving.
Ooh, we sell.
Very important.
Diallo saying every football chat on YouTube is framed around Arsenal or Arteta. It is so tiresome. Let's have some grown-up conversations, please. Same challenging matter. Diallo, I'm gonna explain to you why Arsenal are the talk. I explained this about 10 times, guys, right? And Diallo, I'm gonna explain it again to you. Respect your hard-earned money spent. You are the team, right, with the longest serving manager now in the Premier League without a major title, a Champions League or a Premier League. You are the without. Pep literally won the title last season. Dylan. You are the longest serving top 5 club. I don't consider Spurs part of this without a Premier League title. I'm not shaming you, Diallo, but I'm telling you why Arsenal are talking point. And the second part is, it's not that, because we can speak about Man United. You are the closest one on paper to dethrone Manchester City because you came second in the last two. Hold on. Because you came second in the last 2 seasons. So you are the talking point of the town now. Why? Because you are a big team that were in the trenches and brought back to the top. And you're about... No, that's not true. I'm going to tell you something, Dylan. More people on YouTube praise Arsenal, right, than banter Arsenal. 100%. More people on YouTube.
That's what the algorithm is.
It's not about the algorithms. It's not. Because actually, it is proven that actually that the people that banter Arsenal get more clicks or get more views, right? The reality is, guys, the reason why Arsenal are a talking point now and Man United aren't, for example. Guys, I haven't done a show, but Ahmed streamed with me 2 or 3 times here on Al Ahwa. We don't talk about Man United. You guys know why? Because at the current moment, they are irrelevant to the talk. What am I going to talk about Man United? Okay, tell me, what am I going to... It's all jokes. Even Ahmed himself comes on streams and was joking about Ten Hag. Every stream, he used to joke about Ten Hag. But Arsenal are a big team that is coming back into the fold that we need to speak about. Similar to Liverpool when Jurgen Klopp joined. Nobody used to sit and talk about Liverpool. But now Liverpool are a talking point. In the quadruple season, I used to join the football terrace. And every single stream was about Liverpool and the quadruple season. There was nothing about Arsenal. Every single stream, there used to be Ram, Tom Little, Sam. Every single stream, it's full of Liverpool fans. Why? Because they were the team that were in contention to win the quadruple. So Diallo, that is the answer to you. Why do we talk about Arsenal? Because you are relevant. Embrace it. Embrace it.
I would say we've been relevant since the days of AFTV and
probably with AFTV only. That is the thing.
That's
Diallo, you're a Barca fan and have a soft spot for. But I hope that it's not only for you, Diallo. It is for other people that keep asking, Mo, why do you speak about Arsenal? Because let me ask you something. If Man United finish 6th this season, is that a disaster? Guys, let me ask everyone here. Dylan, I'm going to start with you. If Man United finish 6th this season, is that a disaster?
I call it a normality.
Okay, Mac.
No, that's good for them.
Olu?
It's a disaster.
It's not a disaster, Olu. Based on the start of the season with freaking Erik ten Hag.
I don't care. I don't care. If
Sorry,
you're
what's the question?
if you're Man United,
looking at the season, Ziad, if Man United finish 6th this season, is that a disaster or an okay season? This season,
I don't think it's a disaster.
It's a disaster. It's a size of the club the size of Man United.
Forget the size of the club, but let me give you something.
Modern day normality.
I'm not gonna lie to you, Mo. I'm not gonna lie to you. If I'm being honest, right now the table is a bit like crazy.
Yeah, but let me ask you something.
Chelsea are third, but we're like 3 points off 10th.
But Man United are not expected to finish. Ahmed, are Man United realistically expected to finish in the top 5? You're a Man United fan.
I think we can actually get top 5 depending on what happens in the season.
But do you think, logically speaking, you are expected to get top 5? Looking at Arsenal, Chelsea, Villa, are you?
I'm looking at it right now, and I don't see why we can't though. Like why we can't? Because I think the thing is, like the table, like mathematically, it's not impossible not to make it. If that makes sense. Like I still think there's a decent.
I think to be honest with you, I think if you finish in the top 5, it's going to be an outlier. You're going to be the outlier. But let me tell you about the difference, Diallo. If Arsenal finish 4th, guys, how bad it is.
Really bad as well.
It's horrific, right? And you still make champions. It's horrific for you. This is why we talk about Arsenal more. Red Indian is saying more. It is
sorry. So go on. Sorry. I was just going to explain my point.
Finish.
Go on.
It's finally time you pick a Premier League team. Habibi, if I pick a Premier League team, right?
Stoke.
I lose my credibility. But I wanted Arsenal to win the league in the beginning of the season because I wanted Arsenal to dethrone Man City. But you played like shit in the beginning of the season.
You're a Stoke fan now.
We did that last year. We did that last year as well.
No, you didn't. Dylan, you didn't. I'm going to explain to you.
I'll give it to you. I've got to give it to you. No. We played badly, very badly at the start of last season, but we were getting the results. We're not getting
Thank you. But you're not getting do you know how many points you're behind the stage?
9.
8 points. 8.
9.
No, not behind Liverpool. You're 8 points behind where you were last season at the stage. 8. 8. That's bad.
We're just putting it on hard mode. That's all it is, man.
The crazy thing is, there was Arsenal fans that were actually thinking that you were going to break Chelsea's record for conceding the least goals.
Yeah, that was me. But oh well, like who cares?
That's wild.
That's delusional, though, isn't it? That's delusional.
Like you've conceded more now.
That's Arsenal fans in a nutshell. They're delusional.
No, it's not. Because I don't believe. No, because it's that record is.
They suffer from being in a cuckoo land. That's where they're at, man.
That is for me. That record is the most difficult record to beat in any record you've got right now. I think Centurions can be done again. Most amounts of goals can be done again. Trebles can be done again. That is the most difficult.
Invincibles will never be done again. Happy Invincibles Day.
HUSAM is 100%.
Happy Invincibles Day last week. Another year, another team will never.
For people, everyone knows HUSAM, right? Don HUSAM, right? I work with him. We have a channel together. Okay, everyone in the chat knows HUSAM.
I don't know that
we used to do top 6 shows. The quadruple charge season. It was all about Liverpool. For the people that used to watch YouTube, that quadruple season, it was all about you. It was all about Liverpool. The reality is, guys, that was all what we talk about. Okay, let me just finish it. Jay, when Klopp spent 250 million that season, everyone said he needed to win, and he beat Pep Juggernaut. So money takes matter. Yeah, money matters. When you spend money, you need to win. The problem is when you spend money in the wrong place. That's what fucks it up. That's what fucks it up, to be honest. So thank you, Jay. But yeah, money matters. people say that money doesn't matter. You would not have called Pep Guardiola checkbook manager, all the rivals fans, if money doesn't matter to you. That's why you have it against him. That money matters, right? Ten Hag, 600 million spent. Money matters. So yeah, you're right, Jay. You're absolutely spot on. You, for the Arsenal fan, which one of them? Are you concerned that if Arsenal don't win, all your best players will leave to win trophies like during the Wenger last 12 years?
No, Saka's on a long contract. Odegaard's on a long contract. The only one I'm concerned about leaving is William Saliba. But apart from that, no one will be going anywhere if we don't win the league.
And also someone who's old enough to live through that time. The reason why we had to sell those players because we had a stadium to pay for, and it was bad.
Stadium to pay for.
It was a terrible, terrible time because obviously the money came in from Chelsea and it changed the landscape of football. And Wenger made some terrible decisions in some of the players that he bought. He went to a smaller team. We became less powerful and we became less of an attractive team.
Saliba's the only person. Saliba, all of our best players. Saliba is the only person in question that could leave us if this season goes wrong. Gabriel has got too much heart. He loves his club too much. Saka, Odegaard, long contracts going nowhere. Declan Rice is literally just signed. Who else? Who else is up? What other big players?
Do you know the question should be?
You don't think Arteta would go to Manchester City if Pep leaves?
If he don't win this season, he can go. He can go back to laying out cones. I don't care, mate. If he doesn't win this season, he can go. I'm give a toss.
You think City will go for him? That's crazy.
Go for him to manage? No way.
I've been supporting United for guys. Let me just do this opposite. I've been supporting United for 43 years. Who are not making top 4. I swear to God, if you make top 4, couple of managers should get fired. Whoever is going to make
that. Don't say that. Don't say that.
Oh, yeah,
I will not fucking have to say that.
Bloody fucking no, don't say that, bro. Don't say that.
He's a Man United fan. If they make top 4, someone should get fired. Are you serious? Bro. Have you seen how bad Man United are?
Chelsea
they have a new manager.
Thomas Tuchel walked in. Got us top 4, man.
The wild thing about Manchester United, and I'm a Liverpool fan, so I hate Manchester United, like just by being born.
Big up United, man.
But the thing is, and I just don't understand it. I don't understand why you got rid of Van Nistelrooy. I just don't get it. I don't get why you didn't just keep
we
him
have
to
seen
the
this
end of the
movie
season.
before. We have seen this movie before. Mac, we've seen this movie before.
I think you've done better with him. You'd have done better with him to the end of the season.
But getting rid of Ruud is the right decision. And it's
obviously, jokes aside, you obviously have to build for the future. Like it's a whole different ball game. But like with the Arteta thing, like we are at a stage where it's like, all right, cool. And I've said this for a while now, right? If it comes to the end of the season, he hasn't won us anything. You do have to look at it as the amount of money he's been given, the opportunity he has had to win the league. Last 2 years, it's such a massive opportunity. They talk about the City juggernauts. I'm not going to lie here. City were what? City were 2 points off a trophyless season last year. That's just the facts. There were 2 points of a trophyless season. There's a juggernaut. Yeah, we should have won the league last year. They're not undefeatable. Like they're not unbeatable. We beat them at home. We drew them away. We messed up for ourselves in that 2-game bounce in December. Yeah? If Arteta does not win the league this year, furthermore, if Arne Slot wins the league this year, oh my god, that's embarrassing. Because all I hear every single time I mention Arteta, yeah, every single time you even question Arteta, yeah, you'll have the whole Arsenal fan base swarm you with, oh, well, who would you get that's better than him? Who would you get? Implying that there's no better manager in world football. But how many Liverpool fans can you tell me right now put their hand in the air and said, yeah, I want Arne Slot to take over Klopp, yet alone like to steady the ship, yet alone have them 9 points clear at this stage in the league already? It's insane. It's just like people are brainwashed into thinking like the Arsenal Football Club, the whole fan base is brainwashed into thinking that there's no future and no past beyond Mikel Arteta.
I disagree with that. Sorry, that's not the reason why. I think the reason why people say this is because people like to say, wait, no, it's not that. It's not that. Listen, you made a right question. You made a right point. No one knew Arne Slot was before, or no one can actually say honestly.
No one would have put their hand up and said, "Yeah, I want him."
Exactly right. The problem is when people identify a problem but don't have a solution to the problem. It's easier to cry and say, "Oh, this person should be sacked." But if you can't turn around and say, "Actually, I think this will be a good fit," especially I say this like in terms of bringing a manager, someone who's gonna or a coach who's gonna set the culture. It's difficult. Like even what Arne Slot is doing is amazing, right? And no one would have foreseen at the start of seeing that will happen, right? So if you're gonna say someone get someone better than Arteta, which everyone's got a right to say that, I don't really care. You also have to think, okay, who do I think as a person is going to do a better job than
someone who wins trophies?
Able to say that.
Don't care about the football.
Yeah, then say who the person will be. Don't just say it could be anyone. I'll take the job. There you go.
I'm gonna do a couple of super chats and then I'm gonna let Ahmed talk. Mo, pick Brighton or Brentford. Keep it moving. If you ask me to pick one of Brighton or Brentford, I actually like Brighton. The problem is they sell their best players. You cannot just support Brighton. If you're a Brighton supporter, you're miserable because every season you get hope that you're gonna get better, and then the board is like, oh, I'm gonna sell.
Like Dortmund, isn't it?
Bro, it's ridiculous, bro. Every time a Dortmund fan gets their hope up, their best player leaves, bro. It's fucking nuts.
Hummels, Lewandowski.
Like, I hate to be a Brighton supporter now.
Mo, what are you complaining about? You buy them all.
I don't.
Chelsea buy all their players.
Yeah, man. Well, the next Brighton player, we're here for it, man. Listen, look at Caicedo.
Believer.
Guys,
we'll give you another 10 million Brighton, man.
I'm gonna finish. The next super chat. Blaze is saying, "We were crap. Shield Arteta. Should Arteta be sacked as we above him?" Okay, hold on. I'm gonna say
this. End of the season. Whatever happens, Arteta's got till the end of the season. Look, we're probably going to win the Carabao Cup. We've still got the FA Cup to come up.
This is just it's a big. By the way, it's an assumption.
We're probably going to win the Carabao Cup. I'm not going to lie. Even as a Liverpool fan, yeah.
Like, why are you going to win the Carabao Cup? Oh my God. Why?
If we get Liverpool at Wembley,
where's this fake cover?
If Liverpool have to pray that they get us in the next round and have us over 2 legs. That's the only way I think they have a chance against us. At Wembley, you know we're winning. But I'm praying for. I'm praying for.
Did we not knock you out the last cup?
Last season. Last time you played us at Wembley, Community Shield. Wembley Arsenal. We're talking about it. Let's not be silly. Wembley Arsenal.
Yeah, they've got to know this, bro.
Community Shield would beat you. We don't lose at Wembley. This is not like this is. We don't lose.
You should probably ask Chelsea about how Liverpool play at Wembley.
Yeah, we're not Chelsea.
Well, you should probably ask Liverpool about their midfield targets. How about that, bro? How about that?
2017, we had a horrible season. Our first season when you need them. About 20 years, yeah. Chelsea won the league that year, and we still went to Wembley and beat them in the FA Cup final. 2020. They were. I can't remember where Chelsea finished, but where we finished.
What about Baku, mate? What about Baku? You would swap all those FA Cups for Baku.
No, Liverpool champion. We still went to Wembley, Man City, and we beat Chelsea.
Quiet, man. You guys would swap. You would swap all those FA Cups.
You made your argument. You made your argument. Thank you, Blaze. Ahmed, you wanted to speak about how Amorim is gonna bring you back into the fold. They're gonna challenge.
No. I see what Mo is doing. Listen. Amorim, yeah,
someone is knocking on something. I don't know what it is.
But... Yeah, that's Oliver. He's waiting for that Premier League.
No, anyway. I didn't. What are you talking about? It's not me.
Said, yeah. Anyway, Amorim, yeah.
Guys.
Yeah, I've got to go, guys. All right.
Yeah. See you, Mac.
Catch you later, man.
Thank you so much.
Great share.
What the hell is that noise?
It's him. See, you blame me.
Go ahead, Ahmed. Ahmed.
Yeah. So when it comes to Amorim, yeah, your question was, can he do what Arteta did? It depends who he builds his team around. Do you understand? Like, in terms of who, if he, like, for example, you can, there's certain players in this team that managers have built the team around for a very long time, like Bruno Fernandes and Rashford. Ten Hag's done it, Ollie's done it, and it's not been successful. If he builds a team around different players like the Mainus, you've got Mazraoui, you've got Casemiro, Dalot, all these different players, yeah.
Sorry, go.
You got these players, yeah. Then I don't see why he can't lay the foundations and get us in a better place. If he gets us playing better football, we certainly have the players. Like, I might not rate a certain amount, yeah, but it's not an impossibility to do what Arteta did. Because essentially, if you're looking at the team Arteta inherited at Arsenal and the team that Amorim's inheriting, that Amorim team is better. It's got better players there. And the team that Arteta inherited was way worse. So,
I disagree. I actually disagree.
And also, we spend more money. We also get better players. We're more attractive as well than you lot.
I agree.
And the process will take.
Hold on. Stop. Can I go back and ask a question? You said you're more attractive than Arsenal.
100%. Yeah.
Do you think in the summer, if Arsenal go for Eucharist and you go for Eucharist and offer the same money, he would choose you? I asked you that question. But based on what would he choose you?
He'll come to United because we can win trophies. We won trophies, yeah, and he's managed under him already. He's managed.
Yeah, that's a better argument. That's a better argument. That's a very good argument.
So, like I said, with Amorim, I'm happy we got this manager. I don't know much about him. That's why I want to see and assess, because I know there's loads of people who will jump the gun and say, like, my manager. Look, thank God Ten Hag is gone. Alhamdulillah, I'm happy. Now I want to see what Amorim is really about. Do you get it? So we'll see what he does. If he does,
Eucharist won't go if you make Man United might only make Conference League. Eucharist is not going to choose Man United.
Say this. Aubameyang came to us. Aubameyang came to us in Europa League. You never know.
Ahmed,
So
even with
that's a lot of rubbish. That's a lot of rubbish. It's a lot of rubbish.
Why is that?
Because everyone said the same thing about Chelsea. Why would you join Chelsea? They don't play UCL football. Okay, look at the summer we had. Look at the players we attracted without UCL football.
No, but let me ask you. You think? Hold on. We
were literally this close from signing one of the best strikers in the world after finishing 12th.
But you think, for example, I'm going to ask you something. If Man United play Conference League and Arsenal play Champions League next season, and they both present the same money and the same contract for Eucharist, you think he would choose Man United over Arsenal?
No. I think I don't know who we choose, but I'm not saying it's completely out of the question. I think there's still a possibility.
You don't think he would be an idiot to choose a Conference League football over Premier League over Champions League?
I don't think he would be an idiot to go. I don't think he would be an idiot to go and work with Ahmed. I don't think he would be an idiot to go work with Amorim, the guy that he's been balling out for. I don't think that's a stupid move to make.
Maybe that's right.
Exactly.
The manager argument is 100% correct.
Season,
Ziad, I can't argue with the manager's argument. You defeated me there, right? Like no one can, because they have a relationship with him. He actually brought him to the light. He's the one who brought him to the club. He's the one who built him. He's the one who made a name for him. Yes, you're right. But in terms of like the people that say Man United are more attractive than Arsenal now, I don't think that's an argument at all.
What's attractive with Arsenal? Because
Arsenal are closer to winning the Premier League with the
They can't guarantee Gyökeres trophies, first of all. They can't guarantee him playing good football, first of all. You guys are not playing good football, so what is that? You don't play.
To be fair, yeah, no,
you don't. That's not the point. That's not the point we're talking about. We don't know how we're gonna play, yeah. So we don't know. Yeah, with Arsenal, we know how they've been playing, and there's no guarantee. You might play good football, he might score goals for you, but there's no guarantee. With United, yeah, we've been shocking, but we leave with something. You guys compete and you end up with nothing. So
So wait.
Plus, there's a manager there that he's coached.
I don't want to go back into that argument again, Olo. But I'm going to tell you, Ahmed, nobody actually think about, oh my God, I'm going to Man United to win the Carabao Cup or the FA Cup.
Exactly.
People go to clubs thinking about, am I winning? Who's closer to win the league or the Champions League? That is what they think about. You know why people choose Chelsea?
Nonsense.
You know why people choose Chelsea?
No, not just that. It's also to
Euro. You got Euro because Real Madrid didn't want to pay the money. Are we going to delude ourselves?
No one expected us to get Euro, and we managed to get him. And he's considered one of the best youngsters in terms of the centre backs. So no one expected us to get. We didn't have Champions League. But Euro still managed to get us
because no one else was in for him.
Okay.
Only Real Madrid.
Would you say, Mo? Would you say? Okay, I'll counter that, Mo. Would you say that Amorim Would you say out of all the managers that are available, that Amorim is one of the best options to get?
100%, yes.
Would you not say that he was on Liverpool's list, he was on City's list, he was on everyone's list?
Liverpool wanted him and they walked away. Yes,
and they walked away, because probably a different formation. Amorim probably wanted to play.
Because
the manager's the one who decides the formation. What are you talking about?
No, Amorim wants to play a back three.
Amorim would not have suited Liverpool. Yes,
exactly. That's my point. He wouldn't have suited Liverpool because of the way how he plays and the formation. But what I'm saying is he still wanted it. Why. We still managed to get potentially one of the best managers out there available right now.
100%.
And he was coming to a team that has been in the slumps. So there is still pull there. There's still pull. Does that make sense?
Sorry, very quickly. First of all, players.
John is right. No one is discounting Man United's history and how big the fan base are and how big the club is. But we guys are compare a player ambition. What Ziad is talking about, the reason why Ziad, your team, number one, you do very good due diligence on players, Ziad. You negotiated with Caicedo since January. Your club is very good at this. Your club, Chelsea, is one of the best clubs in terms of bringing players. You have done it with Koulibaly and Napoli when everyone failed. Ziad, you remember? Everyone wanted Koulibaly, but you're the only club that were able. No. Everyone wanted Koulibaly from Napoli, but only Chelsea succeeded.
Was the most. My point is, Mo, like I've had this conversation with you and many people so many times.
Go ahead.
Of why would you join Chelsea? Why would you join that? End of the day, players join clubs for their project and their next 5 to maybe 10 years.
But
Okay,
Arsenal have a project as well, Ziad.
but my point is, you can't sit and say, "Oh, he's got Conference League, he's got Europa League, oh, I'm going Europa League," or he's got
It
Conference
makes
League, he's got
difference
Champions
in
League.
players' choice,
Exactly, one
Ziad.
season, but one season is not going to affect someone's
Are you
outlook
guaranteed
on
Man
the next 5
United?
years.
Are you guaranteed Man United Champions League next season? Next season.
I think Gyökeres is looking at it, and I think the way Amorim will speak to him, the way he saw how he performed under him, and how he saw he's going to probably build that United squad, I think Gyökeres will be very confident in that United team getting top 4. Yeah, very confident.
And also, wait.
Above who?
Wait.
Above who?
Yeah, what do you mean above anyone? You never know.
You never know. But also, the other thing I was going to say is this: is that players also look at managers who are going to develop their career, develop the way they play football, right? So it's less about, oh, I'm going to this team to want to win a trophy, because nothing's guaranteed, right? Even if you go to Man City,
100%.
You have to earn every trophy.
No, it is guaranteed in Man City.
Okay, fine. But you still have to go there and earn the trophy, right? So you don't just walk in and go, here's your medal straight away, right? You have to work, you have to actually play those games.
100%. Yes.
What players want to do is see that actually whoever manager they're going to is going to extract the best out of them as they go through their career. So the reason why, for me, he would look at Amorim is Amorim has developed him from a player at Coventry in League One, wherever it is, to now one of the most sorted strikers in the world, right? It makes logical sense why he would want to consider that trajectory, then to go to someone like an Arteta, who is, it's an unknown for him, right? Arteta might be able to get more out of him, or actually he might regress. So you never know. So that's why players will probably.
You know what's the bank this whole thing? Or just Chelsea come calling. And then it's wraps for both of you.
Bro, Amorim's got a proven track record of improving.
And then it's wraps for both of you. So.
He's got a track record. He'll look at players.
Look at Mo's face, bro. Look at Mo. Mo knows I'm right as well.
No, because the thing is, you have to look at it like.
I know I'm right, bro. If Chelsea come calling, it's a wrap for both your clubs, bro. It's a wrap for both your clubs. Don't even bother. Don't even call the agent, bro. Don't even call the agent. Don't offer a contract. There's no point.
You guys already have like 4 strikers anyway. So
we need a striker, Yaki. We need a striker.
Yeah. Do you know what's going to happen? Do you know what's going to happen? Do you guys know what's going to happen? Chelsea are going to sell Nkunku to Man United and just go in the summer and get Gyökeres.
Bro, we don't need to sell anyone. We need this. We actually need a striker. We actually need someone to play up front. So we're knocking that door. Gyökeres, Yaki.
Do you remember how excited I got about Felix when he was coming? Oh, he's coming back home.
This stream has nothing to do with what I. But anyway, I'm actually glad that Man United fans are alive again and just talking and kicking again, because they think that something is going to happen. I actually think Amorim is going to revive their club. I actually think Man United are going to go back into the fold sooner than later.
You think so? You actually believe that?
Yeah.
That's actually crazy coming from a big up man. Listen, I hope you're right. I hope you're right.
He's very good, bro. He's very good. He's very good. He's very good.
I wanted him.
He's very good.
I wanted him, yeah.
Bro,
I watched the thing about it. You can tell a manager from interviews, and you can tell managers how he relays a message. Man United, the only thing that Man United need is make him the bigger figure than everyone else at the club. No Bruno, no Rashford, nobody. He is the guy. If he doesn't want to play Rashford sits on the bench. If he doesn't want to play Bruno, he sits on the bench.
No,
right?
No politics.
Because player power. That is a problem with Man United. Let the guy cook, to be honest. Let the guy cook. And I believe the problem with Man United is that if Arsenal win something this season, I think it kicks on for them from here on. Bro, if they win something this season, the problem is Arsenal. The problem is I don't believe that Arsenal will win the Premier League or the Champions League this season. I lost faith completely until they fix it.
We're coming back. Don't worry about that.
Until you fix it. And I'm actually afraid of now, because now there is something that is seen now about Arsenal. I'm not going to bring it back to Arsenal, that I have not seen before, guys. Mainstream media are now starting to doubt Arteta, which is something that hasn't happened. You guys, pressure
builds
exactly. By the way, Arteta had no pressure. Remember, the majority of fans and the majority of people, Dylan is a man